Ha 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 ha! Hello and welcome to this week's video. Sporting my new t-shirt with logo that had its first outing at Makers Central. There's the proof I was there on the 5th of May, I believe. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant, amazing, wonderful day. Not just for the things that I bought and some samples that I was given, but also for meeting people I've only communicated with on the internet so far. What's it called? IRL, in real life. It was great to meet a whole load of people. I've got a list and I'm going to try to remember everyone, but probably I won't. And I've got a load of stickers as well. I just haven't got time to show them all. I'll just hold a few of them up and let you have a look. But I've also, this week, instead of being busy splattering paint, whizzing sharp round metal objects across wood, I've actually been doing a bit of clearing up because I've got a new lathe coming next week. Anyway, I'll show you what I've got in my bags. Well, these are what I'm most excited about. Chestnut's new range of iridescent colours. Thanks very much for the sample pack, Terry. I'm really looking forward to giving them a go, and that'll be something in this video. Only a little experiment, as I said, because it's a bit of a manic weekend, this weekend and next weekend. And then I'm going on a coach to Italy with 50 13-year-olds for the 21st time. Do I need my head testing? Anyway, you'll see some of that later on. I was also able to stock up from Terry with some lacquers and sanding sealer and some ebonizing lacquer. A bit more cut and polish. I've used half a tin of my one already. And Terry kindly gave me some of the colours that I use most often. Red, yellow, orange and the lovely blue. I also got to meet Jim Overton for the first time on the Milliput stand, and when he said, would you like to try some Milliput, I said, oh yes please, and was very kindly given a set to try. They'll be featuring in future videos. Still thinking about how to use them. Is there a way that Jim hasn't used them? Gonna have to think about that one for a while. And then I went and saw Mick Hanbury demonstrating on the Joe Sonia stand, and I couldn't resist. A set of their acrylic colours with some flow medium as well for the princely sum of £30. I thought that was a bargain. And then I thought, well, the colours look so lovely as well, so I brought a few tubes back with me. And then, as well as that, I got to meet Mike Walt in person for the first time, Yuval Lahav, John Clothier, and lots of other people from the small workshop YouTube makers group. I think that's the right order. Got to meet Stephen from the 8x6 shed. Great to meet him. Some lovely gifts, a lovely little boomerang. Thanks very much, Stephen. And then, because I was wearing this, I got stopped by a few people who watched my videos. So thank you very much. Dave Bennett, Wayne, David, Chris Bingham, Barry and George, Helen Bailey, and the message she passed on from Arthur Cornell. Great to meet you. Thanks for that message, Arthur. Angus, I met Steve Gibson, Janice and Mike from somewhere up north. Had a long chat with them. That was great to meet them. And Phil Skoltok and Andy Matthews. And I'm sure I've forgotten some people. But it's going ahead next year as well, Makers Central. I'm definitely going. It was a brilliant, brilliant weekend. Okay, well here's a handful of stickers that I was given. Hampshire Sheen. Also a patch for my smock from Martin as well. And also a full set of his button badges for each of the waxes that he does. And a chestnut badge as well. And a boomerang from Stephen. I'll give it a try soon. In fact, hold right hand, spin. Let's see. Yes! It came back and landed on my foot. Great stuff, Stephen. Okay, I'll get on and do some colouring. That's what I'm here for, really. Not to waffle. Although I do like to waffle. Waffle over. let's go and turn some wood. Actually, before I get started with the turning, I forgot to mention that I've been asked if I'll do a demo at UKIS 2018. So I'm the first demonstrator on Saturday the 30th of June at the Hilton Coventry Doubletree Hotel. Be great to see some of you there. I know some of you are already going. Looking forward to seeing you there. People I met at Maker Central. So yeah, that was a shock. Gulp. Really excited about it though, and thank you very much to Martin Saban-Smith for asking me. Bit of practice needed before doing something in front of such a large audience. Anyway, let's get on. I mean it this time. Now, I'm not really sure how many original ideas there are left, but I've seen Gary Lowe's demonstration with the iridescent paints, the Cosmic Cloud Bowl, and various other YouTube makers have put their versions of that online. So I'm going to do something using a bit of texture with them, just to try and do something a little bit different, but I suspect many people have done this as well. But anyway, it's just for fun. It's another back of a blank practice piece. It might turn out to be really wonderful, in which case I'll probably really regret having this nicey little knot here, but this is what I'm going for. Right, ear defenders. Right, so it's 6 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing in my shed? Well, just trying to find time to keep up making videos for you all. And having fun. Right, so the black lacquer has been drying now for 3 days. I think it's dry. Now for some colour, the fun part. Right, I think I'm going to just use the cerise and the turquoise. And to get some colour down into the texturing, I'm going to put it on with a brush and then dry brush over the top to cover up any spills. And I'm hoping that the black will help make the iridescent paint stand out more. Right, start off with the cerise, which I called, did I call it pink earlier? I don't know. That's the trouble with doing this at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, there we go, just a little bit in there. Load up the brush. Okay, just a little bit. Not sure it was a good idea to combine the two, but there we go. We learn by doing. Right, going to leave that to dry properly and go and wash my brushes and have a bit of breakfast. Okay, it's now 6 o'clock in the evening, so the paint's been drying for about 12 hours. And I'm really impressed with the depth of colour and the shine from this paint. When I was putting it on, it was very thin, as you saw, a lot thinner than the Joe Sonia iridescent paints, and thinner than, I've got some Pebeo watercolour iridescent paints as well, which are thicker. I mean, these should go through an airbrush very nicely, so I'm going to have to give that a go as well. The shine, the depth, the warmth of them, the colours, is absolutely wonderful. And there's quite a wide range. There's 9 different colours to use from this set. I was toying with the idea, shall I go a bit mad, put another colour on? But I think I'm going to be a bit restrained. Partly because it's been a while since I've got a video out there, and I want to get one out soon. This is the back of a piece of wood though. There's a nasty knot somewhere up here. It's quite disguised now, of course, by the texture, so I might be able to get away with it, but if I were to turn the rim I think it would show. But I will just quickly put a neat face on here so that we can see the contrast between the texture and the colour and a piece of wood when it's finished. I won't go very deep though, because I've still got 1.25 inches of depth here, so this eventually will end up being the bottom. Really, really great paints. I might have to do something in here, a bit of colour, just so there's a bit of a transition. See, I'm already thinking of more things to do to it, and this was just a bit of a play. Right, let's get on and turn this off first. Oh, what's going on with my hair? Right, here we go. First go with texturing and Chestnut's iridescent paints. Really pleased with that result. I'll get some better pictures coming up. Interesting error in the middle where I put microcrystalline wax on instead of cut and polish. So didn't quite work out as I'd intended. But I'm really, really impressed with the iridescent colours. I've only tried 2 colours on this. I think they work well together, the cerise and the turquoise. Gonna have to go away and do some thinking about something a bit different to do with them as well. This was just a quick little play around, so it's not a finished rim really. It's not a finished platter really. But it does give me some idea of how these paints work. And I'm really excited about using them in future projects. Thanks for watching. Come on, you knew I wouldn't be able to stop. Well, I probably wouldn't use all 9 colours at once, but it was fun just to try them all out and see how they blended together. I think my favourite is actually the yellow. Really does add a lot of shine and glitz and glamour to it. And with a bit of magic of Photoshop, it even looks like it looks nice and clean in the middle. Bit of a cheat. Hope you don't mind. Thanks for watching.